Hello there, you're now with me, Henigui, and welcome to your 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Let's dive into today's topics. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency has detained a Vietnamese fishing boat for encroachment and fishing in the waters of Sarawak. The boat was detained 167 nautical miles northeast of Tanjung Po in Kuching at around 7:40 a.m. on Wednesday. Sarawak State Maritime Director First Admiral Zin Azman Yunus said 7 Vietnamese fishermen aged between 19 to 45 years old were detained during the special operation conducted. The boat, suspected to be a foreign fishing vessel based on the physical structure and the registration number of the boat. Zin Azman said the boat tried to escape when approached by the authorities but was successfully intercepted. Checks revealed that all 7 crew members, including the skipper, did not have any valid documentation nor possess any license to fish in the country's waters. The boat and crew members were escorted to the Komtas Vessel Detention Center for further investigation. He also said MMEA also seized 1.3 tons of mixed catches, fishing equipment, and about 1,300 liters of diesel worth 600,000. The case will be investigated under the Fisheries Act 1985 as well as the Immigration Act 1959/63. All crews also underwent COVID-19 screening as a precautionary measure upon arrival at the jetty. Meanwhile, members of the public are urged to contact the State Maritime Operations Center regarding any suspicious activities at the sea. Now, a businessman initially charged with causing grievous hurt to a security guard now faces an amended charge of murder following the victim's death last month. State Deputy Public Prosecutor Director Azalina Rashdi requested for this charge not amounting to acquittal or DNAA for the initial charge under Section 335 of the Penal Code for causing grievous hurt on grave and sudden provocation.
The video of the incident had since gone viral on social media after the security guard's family was dissatisfied with the post-mortem report and claimed the victim had died from injuries sustained in the assault. The charge was amended after the case has been reclassified as murder of the security guard who was attacked while on duty at the swimming pool of the condominium in December last year. However, no plea was recorded from Ahmad Nur Azhar Muhammad, aged 33, after the amended charge was read out to him before Magistrate Nur Azrin Liana Muhammad Darus. According to the charge, Ahmad Nur Azhar was charged with murdering as Tava Sagayam, aged 64, on the 7th floor of Menara Majestic, Jalan CM Yusof, between 8 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. on December 29 last year. If convicted, the charge is punishable by death under Section 302 of the Penal Code.
Now, with the COVID-19 pandemic still raging on, the Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Ministry and the Ministry of Health are looking at further revising down the price of COVID-19 self-test kits by the end of this year in the effort to make it accessible to everyone. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz said the government has set the retail selling price for the COVID-19 antigen rapid test kit at RM19.90 per set and RM16 per set for the wholesale price. The determination of the maximum price for the COVID-19 antigen rapid test kit is based on the expected increase in demand. Earlier, KPD and HEP received numerous complaints in regards to the price that was set for the COVID-19 self-test kit, which was between RM35 to RM39. At the same time, Tengku Zafrul opined that few other measures have been included under the National Recovery Plan NRP pipeline. This includes setting up a call center to offer immediate assistance in managing COVID-19 cases and factoring in booster shots or multi-year vaccination programs into public healthcare protocols. Other than that, with technology and mobile data usage planned to be expanded to enhance contact tracing. In addition, the Institute of Medical Research has undertaken the whole genome sequencing to better detect the presence and spread of new variants. Noting that some great progress had been seen thus far under NRP, Zafrul said there is still so much to be done, especially in strengthening the healthcare system's capacity and nurturing the recovery of people and industry.
Sarawak Pay merupakan sebuah aplikasi dompet elektronik atau e-dompet yang semakin popular kini kerana ia adalah pantas, selamat dan mudah untuk digunakan. Sarawak Pay memudahkan pembayaran tanpa perlu mengeluarkan wang tunai. E-dompet ini dijamin selamat kerana ia diselia oleh Bank Negara Malaysia. Ia bukan sahaja e-dompet pertama di Sarawak, tetapi juga e-dompet pertama yang dilaksanakan di Malaysia oleh sebuah kerajaan negeri. Penggunaan e-dompet dijangka akan menjadi pembangkit keuangan pada masa depan dari segi pengurusan wang serta transaksi yang selamat dan pantas. Inisiatif ini merupakan salah satu langkah strategik bagi memacu Sarawak ke arah ekonomi digital.
Kita bersama usahawan kecil Cik Sabtuyah Ramli yang berniaga suntung tutup di depan rumahnya. Kita akan ke premis penginapan dalam segmen Round Look Inspirasi Kami. Kita akan bersama seorang usahawan yang dikira berjaya. Niada ada sebuah kilang mengeluarkan bermacam-macam pes makanan dalam rancangan Keringat Usahawan.
They actually first arrived here.
The British bawa orang India for this purpose lah.
Saksikan Travelog Round dengan kami setiap Sabtu jam 5.15 petang hanya di TVS, saluran 122 Astro dan My TV.
Hello there and welcome back. Now moving on. Since last year, the nation has been grappling to achieve a balance between the people's safety and ensuring that the economy remains resilient. Therefore, Malaysia's halal industry plays a key role in the National Recovery Plan. Prime Minister Dato' Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said the industry's recovery is paramount to the resilience of the overall Muslim majority national economy.
Commenting further, Ismail Sabri said Malaysia also aims to be the leading centre of excellence for the professional sectors in halal training at the global level. He said this in a keynote address read by the International Trade and Industry Minister Dato' Sri Muhammad Azmin Ali during the virtually held World Halal Business Conference 2021 today. He also stressed that the adoption of halal standards should be viewed as a value proposition instead of barriers to trade when exploring and venturing into new sources of economic growth in the halal industry, as it serves as a catalyst for recovery in the post-pandemic global economy.
While most areas were submerged in knee-deep floodwaters in Maruti, recipients of the COVID-19 Special Assistance or BKC were adamant to receive their aid at the bank's Simpanan Nasional (BSN). The recipients who are largely affected by the pandemic were seen walking through the flood, while some even came in the boats to receive the aid. Finance Minister Tengku Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz in his Facebook post praised and congratulated BSN Maruti branch for still operating under such circumstances. He added that for Phase 1 of the BKC, the government has allocated 3.1 billion ringgit to benefit almost 10 million people. Meanwhile, as of today, the floodwater trend has receded in Maruti as compared to Wednesday morning as heavy rains caused major floods in the town. According to Maruti Fire and Rescue Station Chief Morin Sim Ahlian, the water trend in Maruti shows a decrease of 3 inch.
Okey, hasil daripada rondaan pasukan bomba Maruti, banjir didapati ada surut trend air menurun sebanyak 3 inci lah berbanding dengan banjir pagi tadi.
She added that daily activities in the town are still running as usual, although some roads had to be closed down as they are still submerged by waters.
Aktiviti harian masih berjalan seperti biasa, cuma agak terhad lah. Ada beberapa kedai runcit yang masih ditutup sebab keadaan masih belum pulih sepenuhnya. Ya, ada yang sudah dibuka dan ada yang masih belum dapat beroperasi lah.
Residents in Maruti are also advised to take precaution steps to ensure the safety of everyone.
Okey, walaupun keadaan air agak menurun, tapi saya nasihatkan supaya penduduk di Pekan Maruti dan di seluruh kawasan yang terjejas banjir supaya sentiasa berwaspada dan berjaga-jaga sebab keadaan cuaca sekarang tidak menentu.
Residents in Maruti who need temporary relocation assistance from the Maruti Fire and Rescue Team are advised to contact the authority. Now, local producers are questioning the SOP allowed by the government to have certain blind spots that need to be rectified.
我们比较大的问题就是说，这些拍摄的地点呢，如果是户外的话，是不是都开放让我们拍摄？如果 production 是被允许，可是我的 production content 是关于国家公园的一些 content，那么国家公园会不会允许我们进去里面拍摄呢？因为它还是 follow MCO 的 SOP 嘛。
Although the industry are allowed to carry out filming activities, a special filming certificate or SPP is required. The SPP is also subject to approval, which requires that all production personnel undergo COVID-19 screening tests 3 days prior to filming. The results then are to be submitted to FINAS. In addition, they are also required to conduct studio filming activities without an audience. The addition of COVID-19 screening tests means the production costs will also be increased.
可是，在沙捞越如果是要拍摄的话，它是有 SOP 的，就是说，就是员工就必须要戴口罩啦，有社交距离啦，然后你的 crew 还有你的 talent 是不可以超过一个限定的这个人数。一直到近期的那个 SOP 就是说，如果你要拍摄的话，你一定要有 FINAS 的SPP HAS。
In addition, Lau said that if shooting locations with business aren't allowed to operate as usual, this would also affect the production schedule and cost.
Now wrapping up the 5 p.m. news, Taliban's announcement of the formation of an interim government and some key roles was meant to end the current political vacuum in the country. A spokesperson for Taliban political office made the statement in Qatar Suhail Shaheen in a news program of China Media Group on Wednesday, August 8.
Means that we can bring about changes because there was a vacuum, there was no government, no minister, and the need was to provide essential services and needful services for the people. So that is why the acting ministers were announced.
The Taliban announced on Tuesday the formation of Afghanistan's interim government, with Mullah Hassan Akhund appointed as the acting Prime Minister. Mullah Abdul Ghani Barada and Abdul Salam Hanafi were named as the acting Deputy Prime Ministers, while Mullah Muhammad Yaqub, son of the late Taliban co-founder Mullah Muhammad Omar, was appointed as the acting Defense Minister. The formation of the interim government was announced after the Taliban said on Monday it had completely captured Panjshir, the last holdout province of Afghanistan's 34 provinces. Panjshir, some 200 kilometers north of the capital Kabul, had been the last province in Afghanistan uncontrolled by the Taliban after the group seized most of Afghanistan's territories since early August in its blitz attacks, including Kabul.
And that concludes the 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Be sure to stay tuned for the Nightline at 11:30 p.m. Till then, my name is Hanigui. Stay safe and have a pleasant day.